All right, guys, everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing is easy. Here with another hard rant for you on to Polygon and games media. I have a lot to talk about, so it's going to be one of those videos that might be like a little bit longer because this is something that we should actually be, when it comes to the gaming media, we all have our grievances one way or another with how they operate. The games media is supposed to give us certain critical information on a product that we want to purchase. But lately, I would say from 2015 to now, lately or even a little bit before that, games media has just shifted from it being something where, like I said, there would be some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? There would be integrity to it, and they wouldn't, shoot their own audience on the foot, that sort of thing. And it would give you constructive criticism on what to purchase, when it comes to the games and consoles and PC products and that sort of thing. Even Polygon used to be good at one point. They had some great ideas, but now, if you look at all these sites, Polygon, Kotaku, all these sites that used to be something long time ago. Well, if you look at their websites right now, it is riddled with ads. You want to know why? It's because they've been getting constantly laid off. And Polygon, one of the biggest gaming games medias, is now being completely sold to Valnet. Hit with mass layoffs because, well, we all know about Polygon. Polygon is just a male version of Kotaku. Kotaku, well, I don't know, stank ass pussy or something. I don't know. Kotaku's the stank ass pussy. But Polygon, it pretty much says what IGN and everybody else says, but in a grander spectrum, much like Kotaku. With IGN, even though IGN has been hit with mass layoffs, they're still going to survive because this is how IGN operates. They do a little bit of their own fucking controversy, and you remember back then and when IGN would have like fucking hot models, like hot gamer models and people, that are booth babes and stuff. They cut that shit out. Ever since the hot babe like booth models have been gone, IGN has been fallen. Every single one of these gaming medias have been fallen because they want to do this sort of like, they want to talk down to us. They want to tell us what we can and can't feel. They want to talk about political ideologies that nobody really agrees with. They want to appeal to a modern audience that doesn't exist. This is what's been falling. And IGN slowly, this is why IGN bought all those sort of publications, because they want to keep themselves above water. IGN has not slowly. You remember that guy that did the Veilguard and Kingdom Come Deliverance fucking article? Yeah, that fucking weird dude that's a dude and not a woman. Yeah, that guy is still there. So he's a fucking problem because he's been telling us, oh, this game's a 9 out of 10, and everybody in the world agrees that Veilguard is a fucking 0. And now he's playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and now he likes it because there's a black dude. It's just the truth, Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's the only reason. The reason IGN is still up is because they've been dialing down on the amount of political pandering bullshit that they've been doing that nobody agrees with. They've been pulling back. They've been doing a little bit here. Gameplay, IGN first. Bringing out new video games that have been coming out because IGN's a good place for certain video game developers to be seen, because IGN has how many fucking people? Almost 18 million subscribers for IGN. Almost 15, I think. They have 15 million subscribers on YouTube, but for some odd reasons, they're not reaching the same number of fucking views on their videos. It's not going to be the same. Like 15 million people are going to watch 15 you know, those 15 million people are gonna watch every video that they have. But you would notice, like, much like Asmongold, because people actually go to Asmongold for critical, actual, non-apologetic feedback, you notice right away when Asmongold brings down a video, he only has 3 million fucking followers, by the way. 3 million subscribers. But do you notice that when his videos come out, they explode? They explode, especially after that whole fucking thing with the whole the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard shit. His shit was exploding every step of the fucking way. Women love drama, obviously. But anyway, his thing, he's only got 3 million, maybe 4 million on his channel. IGN has 15 million, and I'm over here thinking, oh shit, each one of their videos is probably gonna hit like probably 600,000, maybe maybe like a little 800 million, something. I'm not 800 million, but 800,000. You notice a strong, because this is what I think what's happening is because lately a lot of developers are not going to IGN to be like seen, because lo and behold, when it comes to these gaming medias, they like to suck up a lot of the, you know, game developers' money. When IGN says, hey, we'll do an IGN like first, but you're gonna have to pay us, that sort of thing. There's a lot of contracts and deals between developers and games media. So in order, like, for instance, when Veilguard came out, a lot of people went to IGN to find out what's happening with Dragon Age, because Dragon Age, that first trailer, was fucking shit. So even though the game looks like shit, IGN was getting those fucking, like, you know, those fucking views, regardless of whether or not, you know, they're like, I'm not making the game, but hey, we got IGN first. You're gonna see the game only here, so you have to come here. That's good money right there. But people are starting to slowly back away from going to IGN, spending money, trying to get certain incentives for them to have a good score. That sort of shit is something, all that bureaucratic bullshit that people don't like, devs are going to turn away from it, and certain, like, video gamers are going to be pulling away from it. People don't like that shit. Polygon, on the other hand, like IGN is doing a little bit of political bullshit, Polygon, every step of the way, every single article, I was over here thinking, well, not every article, I would say like about 90% of every article that they make is some sort of messaging, political, like, libtard bullshit on their website. And I'm over here just like, can we get some information on the game, please? Is the game good? What does it have? What do you not like? And then they're over here like, for example, on Polygon, they're over here talking about GTA 6 is sexy, but we still can't see the kissing. Apparently, for Polygon, what they believe, the only thing that they're focusing on with the whole trailer is, well, they don't do kissing good like some games. It's really hard to get the kissing right. There's another reason Rockstar might have chosen a demurely cut away kissing in video games, nearly always dumb. Game developers can make skin glow, they can make their hair toss, they can capture light refracting in a character's eyes or a furrow of doubt creasing a brow, but they can't yet make lips smooth, smush together in a way that looks remotely convincing, let alone alluring. I'm gonna let you know right now, first of all, you're Polygon, okay? If you're a game media that's well known, this is not the article I would talk about. I would talk about the trailer and all the things that people might have missed. By the way, people have already made videos about that. Other YouTubers have made videos about the 2-minute GTA 6 trailer, and they're like, oh shit, 20 things that you might have missed. And they are blowing up. Those videos about, like, you know, those videos are blowing up. What does Polygon get? Polygon gets 9 comments. Yes, Polygon, that has more fucking more fucking pull in the games media gets 9 comments about an article about kissing in a trailer. That's all you got. Meanwhile, these people going like, "Oh shit, did you miss that thing in the video?" Meanwhile, they're getting 200K views and growing. These random YouTubers, people that actually care about the game. You see what I'm fucking talking about? Oh, and by the way, you want to see Polygon and their own people? This is what they say, because you have to sign in to have a conversation for Polygon. You want to know what one of these people that didn't get pulled off? This is something that you honestly would be banned for, or you would get timed out for saying. Guess what one of the comments would say? Jason is the male character right there. This person says Veronica Triumphant, whatever the fuck that name means. Also, Jason looks like the most generic slab of white boy nothing I've ever seen. I don't not get the hype. Well, you don't get grammar either. So these are the people that they care about. This person's not getting timed out for saying something like that. This is their website. Let's keep going, because we're not done. And these Polygon media journalists, they're all saying stuff online like, "Oh shit, I guess I'm gonna have to go find a job. Man, I can't believe this is. Well, I saw this coming," and I'm like, "You saw this coming, bitch?" And I'm like, "Oh, is it because you said something like, I don't know, Black Myth Wukong grabs surprise game of the year win at the Golden Joysticks. Game Science action of epic triumphs in public vote." But if you read it, they're only talking about is like, "Oh well, they won the Golden Joysticks," but their controversial thing that's been allegedly, that the misogynistic thing that they said allegedly by an IGN report right down below right here, and they speak about this level of support boosts Black Myth Wukong's chances at the Game Awards on December 12th, where it is also nominated for Game of the Year, but it also only boosts them by so much. Public voting only counts toward 10% of the final result, which is bullshit at the Game Awards, with the remaining 90% coming from a voting jury of critics, which is Polygon, by the way, not anymore, and games media publications. Though broad and international, the jury is still likely to favor the 5 other nominees. I'm telling you right now, that 10% is fucking bullshit. This is why people. You want to know why the Game Awards always gets flooded comments saying like woke bullshit, this is stupid bullshit, this is stupid trash? This is the reason why right here. You prop up all these people saying, "Oh shit, your vote matters." Meanwhile, their vote doesn't matter. It's only 10%. This is why people just want to say whatever the fuck they feel like on your comment section, because they don't fucking believe you, Jeff Keighley. They don't. They don't believe any of you guys. This is why you guys are slowly dying. And it's a good thing, because you can be easily replaced by people or AI, which might happen. It's coming. It's coming. Because you pull off this bullshit right here. Talking about some, oh shit, well, it was like, well, alleged misogyny of its leadership. Bitch, shut the fuck up, okay? The only misogynist around here is everybody. Everybody's a misogynist in some way or another, okay? Shut the fuck up. That's not really a crime, okay? It's not really a crime. No, it's not. So, what the fuck are you talking about? What, are you gonna go to China and change the fucking rules or something? Get the fuck out of here or something like that. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious right now? Also, I like to add the part that they said, oh, alleged. If it's alleged, then why the fuck would you put it in your article? I get it. You want to get news, but don't you want to bring home the facts? Don't you want to bring home the facts? This is how people trust you. If you bring out this whole, I think they were mean to girls this one time, you're not a game. Does this sound like a game journalist? Oh, Black Myth Wukong's making record, sales, but they were mean to this one girl maybe at this one time. Does that sound like cash money to you? No. Well, then mass layoffs then. Here's another one. Marvel Spider-Man. This is the 2018 Marvel Spider-Man, the first one. Marvel Spider-Man already got a remaster for PlayStation 5 back in 2020, and now it's been released remaster for PC as well, with a spin-off game, Miles Morales, to be released on PC later this year. And despite its glossy sheen on 2 new platforms since its release, it hasn't aged well. In fact, its celebration of both the police and surveillance states is downright cringeworthy today. Newcomers might expect some twist ending in which Spidey discovers and unravels systemic corruption. But the Spider-Man is still just a surface level as the new coat of paint that this remaster offers up. There are criminals and there are civilians, heroes and supervillains, and nothing in between. That's what people wanted. If people want Spider-Man, they're gonna get Spider-Man. They want Spider-Man swinging around, saving people, the police going, hey, thanks, Spider-Man, appreciate the help. And Jonah Jameson going like, he's a menace, with a cigar in his mouth. You remember that one time you had to save Jonas? You were holding him and he was like, we finally found you, Spider-Man. I'm gonna turn you in. He's like, how are you gonna turn me in? We're flying around here. We're swinging around. You don't want me to drop you or something. Like, that's what we want. And a bunch of villains that were like really hard to fight, like Spider-Man fighting off so many different enemies. This is what people wanted. A simple Spider-Man game. And then Spider-Man 2 comes out, and people are like, yeah, it's fine. And people know the reason why. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. So, these are the reasons that people like, put that down. People like Polygon are surely falling. Polygon tells me you haven't played the game without telling me you haven't played the game. I'm pretty sure 1 in 4 Polygon review sessions require manual intervention to prevent the reviewer from choking to death on the peripherals. See, people don't respect you, Polygon. People don't respect you. These sort of things that you put up on here, let me check your site, Polygon. I mean, there ain't nobody there anyway. There ain't nobody out there anyway. You got an article over here. Best games on Apple Arcade right now. 1 comment. It's like Ollie Welsh, by Ollie Welsh, 9 comments. By Ollie Welsh again, 3 comments. Another thing over here, 3 comments. 1 comment. They don't give a shit about you. I'm gonna let you know right now. Back then, you probably could have worked, Polygon, because people were pissed at you and your stupid reviews and your stupid articles. But now people are apathetic. Now people are just like, you know what? Don't care. That's the one you should be worried about. Not them being angry and then looking at you and watching your shit because they're angry at you. That's what I'm doing right now. You should watch out for the moment that they don't care any fucking more. And that's what happens. You get mass fucking layoffs because the only thing that you can talk about, the only thing that you want to talk about is policeman bad. Make sure that the guy is the guy, he's a white boy, but is he kissing right in the game? Is that what we're focusing on? We're focused on, you're going over to Valnet. You are being bought out by Valnet, the most lukewarm fucking like dead brain sort of like people We got Open Critic, Game Rant, Screen Rant. I fucking hate Screen Rant. The Gamer. I fucking hate The Gamer. Dual Shockers. All these brain dead sort of areas that these other fucking places that don't fucking matter to anybody. They see it on the side of their screen and they don't click it. Or it's all these areas are lukewarm. This is where you're at now. You're at the end of your rope. That is a bad. Somebody says, "Oh no, that's a bad list." Is Open Critic bad? I like that site, or did I miss something? A couple of these are good. I think Game Rant is okay, but I can't be too sure. Screen Rant, The Gamer are really, really bad. They're really bad. Screen Rant was the gaming media site that said that there was too much toxic masculinity in Space Marines 2. That was the one. You remember when Polygon was saying Bayonetta was... Listen, you remember when they said something about Bayonetta and they were just like, ah, man, well, you know, isn't this a bygone era? Maybe we should tone it down a bit. Shut the fuck... I was about to say you should get fired, but you guys are already fired. Never mind. You can't... you can't yell at your farm animals if your farm has no animals, okay? Get back in your stable. Oh, that's right. I didn't buy any horses. You can't do that. I'm unfamiliar with Open Critic, but Screen Rant, Game Rant, and I fucking hate CBR, are all garbage content mills that churn up slop. I worked for Screen Rant for 2 weeks, and it completely killed my enthusiasm for writing about games. They just wanted nonstop clickbait garbage, quantity over quality with no real ethics. And that's what I said. These sites make dull. It's like buying weed with less of the high, and you still paid for the same price. That's what you're getting. You're just like, yeah, I'm not high, but I felt it for 2 seconds. That's what these sites are. Safe. They are stupid, but they are safe. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot. These sites right here, that guy right down below just reminded me. Open Critic, Game Rant, all these places, including Polygon that's getting bought out by Valnet. All these places, DualShocker, CBR, all these places, the pay over there is straight up abysmal. Almost criminal even. So they pay them less to bring out just average articles that don't see that's how you become a journalist, when you give the hard-hitting questions to certain developers and certain, you know, like even when it comes to PC, you want to ask the hard questions through AMD, through Nvidia, because you as people need to get information through those journalists in order to find out if those people that are selling you on something, whether or not they're fucking with you or not. But if they're over here talking about like, well, Nexus Mods used to be a good site, but since they backed down on fucking on fucking the Oblivion fucking mod over male and female, they might be a little problematic. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? All trash. And you know what? Good. I'm so glad that this is happening. So glad this is happening. Good. Let them die. Let them die. Here's another one that I want to bring up. I don't know this new one, but this is called SVG. I've never fucking heard them before in my life. But before I talk to them, let me go check out chat. E3 needs to come back, bro. I miss E3. Every month, every year, I come back and I'm like, oh man, we didn't need E3 actually. But now I'm coming back to it and I'm like, actually, we did. Because now that there's different showcases, if anything, when it comes to E3, it not only brings people together, but it also serves as sort of an accountability thing, because not only will we get babes back, we better get booth babes back, but also here's another thing. It sort of gives other, like, if Xbox comes along, you know, we start to, you know, PlayStation people will be there too, and Nintendo people will be there too, and everybody's there asking questions. Is this game good? Yada yada. If you put all the Xbox people in one area, one Xbox showcase, and no E3, guess what you're gonna get? An echo chamber. That's right. Everybody's saying, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Everything's good. Game's great. Everything's great in Xbox. Get yourself an Xbox. That's what you're going to get. But if you bring them all together, it's just like, well, you kind of got to open your mouth there. Cheers, Mr. Hardcore. Got me some beers, chilling, watching you. Hey, Maximize, enjoy that beer. Also, cheers, man. Cheers. Good to have you. Oh, the dog stopped barking, so I hope that's all right. They should have fired Melissa Mercante. She was their life. They shouldn't have fired Melissa Mercante. She was their lifeline. No, she wasn't. I'm gonna tell you right now. If Alyssa Mercante stayed at Kotaku, here's what would have happened. Kotaku would have died already. Kotaku's going to die this year. It's going to be next. It's going to be this year. They fired Alyssa Mercante because she was doing a speed run with Kotaku to make them fall off the fucking cliff. Perfect example. Perfect example. Their last video was 7 months ago. Their last video on YouTube was 7 months ago. Yeah. 7 months ago. They're done. They're cooked. There's no simmering with Kotaku. They're just burnt. I wanted to bring up something else when it comes to games media. This one is pertaining to a great game that actually kind of looks kind of interesting, but I got it on wishlist on Steam, but I want to wait until the game's finished because I want to get all the goodies. This game is called Schedule 1. It's about you becoming a drug dealer, basically. And SVG, I've never heard of SVG. But this gaming media is saying it's pretty clear why Schedule 1 has lost 78% of its player base in a month. That's an easy answer. It's because people ate up the content and now they're waiting for 1.0. It's the same with most games. If you got really good numbers, really good numbers, people will come back. People will definitely come back. And if I remember correctly, Schedule 1... let's see. CMDB, right? Thanks. Schedule 1's on the top 10 right here. What the fuck? Schedule 1's doing good. Schedule 1's doing really good. Let's check out the charts. Right now they're at they're doing fine. All-time peak last month was this much. They're doing fine. And let me remind you guys of how many people have been working on Schedule 1. One person. Hell, there might be 2 or 3 other people that he's working with. I think if he's, I'm pretty sure it's just some white dude with like some dreads, and he's just like, whoa, dude, everybody coming over playing my game, bruh. Whoa, shit, bruh. All right, what else should we put in the game, bruh, before 1.0 hits? And it's just one dude. This motherfucker got the money. So, this is giving him plenty of incentive to keep on working the game. What if it's a woman? You know what? What if it's a woman? What if it's a woman with dreads and she's got like an Evanescence shirt on? I would be rock hard. I'd be like, bruh, I'm a fan. I'm a fan for no particular reason. She's just this old school corn loving, lip biscuit loving, like beautiful goth bitch. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'd be like, hey, and she's just smoking pot, and she's just like, yo, everybody loves my game. I would love it. They are winning. And so, this is an early access game. So, when 1.0 comes out, there's going to be a lot more added to the game. This is like Grounded. Has anybody ever played Grounded? I waited for Grounded to completely finish. This is an Oblivion game, by the way. I waited for Grounded to finally get in 1.0, and I'm glad I did, because there was so much stuff that they added to the game that helped with the quality life of that sort of game. I want games to thrive, especially if you're an indie. I want you to thrive because this is your artistic vision, and for people like fucking this publication right here, I mean, for this gaming media to say, oh shit, it's lost money for months, and I'm over here just like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? They're winning. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. And here's another one. Like, let me give me some. Let's find another one. Claire Obscure. Double A though. No, we're gonna go to Repo. Repo is getting a lot of pull. This is them. They're winning. It's like, oh shit, well, they're not making like they made like last 2 months ago. They're winning. This is a win. You have to. You know what? You know what? Here's a good turn. Anybody remember Hades 2? I loved Hades. I loved Hades. Where is it? This is bad. This is bad. Like, in all time, and I'm just like, oh shit, you all made it. This is bad. This is real bad. It's not like those other numbers. You know what I mean? Not, you're still gonna get, once this is all Hades 2 is still in early access, but this is still bad. This is real bad. I'm just saying. I think the difference between this Hades and the previous Hades is because I think it's because of the character designs with some of the characters. Because even though the character designs are really great in this one, though some of the character designs in the game give it some sort of Life is Strange sort of vibe. I think I just saw a character that was in a wheelchair, and it was a god. A god in a wheelchair. No, not a chariot, a wheelchair. And I think I saw Aphrodite's, who's supposed to be fucking smoking hot, looks like a fucking dude. So, I'm going to tell you again. I don't know why these game medias, they won't talk about this one. They'll never talk about this one because they love this one, even though they don't play the fucking game. They love this type of game. I like Hades 1 more than Hades 2. I like the art design on most of the characters, but games, they will always focus on something that men are focused on, and they'll be like, oh, men are enjoying themselves. Well, you guys lost a whole bunch of player base. He's like, well, I know all you guys like to, white guys like to, play, these games, but, you only play this game because of the hype. That's what this is. This is literally, it's pretty clear why Schedule 1 has lost 78% of its player base in a month. Just say, SVG, just say this. Say, you guys only liked it for the hype, and you guys don't actually like the game because you guys are just a bunch of men. Is like, especially white men. That's what this is. That's what this is. Gabran Gray, that's your name that did the article? You know what? I'm not gonna joke about the name. Okay? But I can read between the lines of what you're saying right here, okay? You're just trying to smack at the developers of this game, and you're trying to smack at your own audience. That's what I'm saying. You're smacking your own audience and the developers at the same time. And you're going to get people, I don't even want to look at the comment section. I bet it's all bad. Game dying does not matter. A solo dev made this, and he's earned big bucks. That's the main point. Also, solo games don't die. People play the game, they finish the game, and return when they feel like it. Journos have been playing Candy Crush for 10 years and don't get it. They probably haven't even beat 1v1. You remember that article with Kotaku? It just came out. Kotaku just brought out an article, and me and Minimal Effort saw it. And Kotaku said, yo, is this a... It's over the what game it was it? I think it was South of Midnight, but South of Midnight has a thing where you can literally skip bosses. You can skip a function in the game. Skip a whole fucking boss. It's too hard, skip the boss. You automatically kill the boss. You want to just focus on the story. What the And Kotaku called it a utopia. Is this a utopia where we could skip bosses now? Fuck you, Kotaku. Please get laid off. I'm gonna end it here with two things. I'm gonna end it with what I want to say, and then I'm gonna hear what chat has to say. Here's what I want to say to Games Media. Shut up and make my coffee. Shut the fuck up and make my coffee. I don't want to hear about you and your Starbucks employees having a hard time. I don't want to hear about you and your opinions on whatnot or politics or video games. Shut the fuck up and make my coffee. Okay? Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about anymore. You lost the plot. All right? A couple of people have said, like, the media with their amazing unbiased of reporting. True. Media, when a game has a natural decline when it's peak. Guess everyone has to keep playing this one and only game forever now. How else do you milk them with in-game shops and DLCs? Let's see what Chad has to say. Oh yeah, Minimal Effort, what's up? What, you didn't like the fat god in the wheelchair? I did not like the fat god in the wheelchair. Don't you think it would make sense if you're a god, you're absolutely perfect? I don't know, if you're a god or a goddess, you're supposed to be perfect. That's the meaning. But bosses are hard? Oh my god. Then, well, this is why, I don't know why, but my channel, when it comes to views, they always pop up when I'm doing bosses. They always pop off when I'm doing bosses. When I'm walking around Expedition 33 doing my stuff, people aren't around during that. But when I'm doing a boss, people are like, let's lock in. Let's see if he beats this one. Everybody's low health. Let's see if he wins. That's when people are watching the show. Because people love bosses. People like a challenge. Clickbait garbage channel is like, Like that one reviewer who didn't know you could use level up points in Mass Effect. I never heard that. I never heard that one. Is that a thing? At least make that god some mechanical legs or some shit. That would be dope, though. Actually, wasn't that... Wait. That was literally the guy who was in God of War. The guy that's literally married to Aphrodite's. What was... Yeah, why does she... His name was Philistides or something like that. And he was punished by Zeus or something like that. And now he's got like a wheelchair because his legs are broken. Wait, Philistides? I forgot his name. It's a big dude, and he finds you having sex with Aphrodite's in God of War, and so he tries to... You kill the guy that has been You cucked the guy and killed the guy that literally has upgraded your weapons. That was so fucking baller. I was like, yo, this is fucked up, but I'm here for it. That's the guy that was in the wheelchair from God of War 3. Hephaestus? Hephaestus, thank you. Yeah, that's him. The guy with it. Thank you. It didn't start with the P, it was actually an H. Was it the same guy? You know what? I'm gonna look. Nope. I want to see. I need to know. Yeah! Yeah. That's him. Yeah, that's him. That's the guy. It is the guy. Yeah, him, Hephaestus. He's been fucking working on your shit. That was the guy on the wheelchair. He's been making your shit. And I don't know if it's an option or not, but you fuck Aphrodite and he gets mad, rightfully so. And then as the God of War, you fucking kill him. And I'm just like, bro. He's like me for real. Yeah, Hephaestus made machines and weapons. He would have mechanical legs that work. Not a fucking... Wait a minute. That actually wait a minute. How come the Hephaestus in Hades 2 is in a wheelchair with mechanical legs? Wait a minute. Why did you make mechanical legs then? Why did you get a wheelchair if you got mechanical legs? You just made mechanical legs, don't they work? Why are you on a wheelchair? Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. I just thought about that just now. I was just thinking to myself, what was it? I'll show you who I mean. I was really hoping that it was wrong. I was really hoping that I was wrong. Why do you have a mechanical leg why do you have a wheelchair if you have a mechanical leg? If you're a mechanic, just use the power to walk again. Okay, wow, you know what? I was talking about games media. Let's just end it there. It's a cuck chair on wheels. I'm sorry. I'm over here just like, bro, you're thinking small. What did they do to my boy? Huh? Well. Oh man. He was modeled after David Jaffe, also known as God of Cuck. Love that name. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's one thing that I'm okay with David Jaffe and what he said. David Jaffe said, I did not want God of War to be some guy that cared about his feelings, about making friends and all this stuff in God of War Ragnarok. It's okay for him to have a son, but we just had this guy who was angry all the time, who wanted to kill people that that has wronged his family. And I'm over here just like thinking, wow, David Jaffe. I'm gonna be honest. That was one part that I didn't think David Jaffe was gonna say. He just said like, God of War Ragnarok's about feelings. God of War 1 through 3 is about revenge, and that's all he wanted to focus on. He didn't want to focus on, oh shit, feelings and shit. I think he said he was okay with the whole him having a son thing, but he was they didn't like the change in him where it was Kratos saying, oh man, I shouldn't have done all those things in the past and shit. I think I agree with him in that, because, you know, I miss that brutality of Kratos. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh my god.